Alright everybody, welcome to this episode of Dead by Daylight. Today we're going to be talking about the new killer in Dead by Daylight called the Executioner. So, I've been having a lot of fun with this guy lately. He's turning into one of my favorite killers in Dead by Daylight, and while we're playing, I'll give some insight on what I think is good with him and what I think is bad with him. So, while we're waiting for some people to join, you know, how's everyone's day going? Hope everyone's doing fine. But, the one thing I'll talk about with, Pyramid Head is the cooldown of his power. So, you have, so his power consists of two things. You have the Trail of Torment that you're leaving, and then you have the special attack, which is Punishment of the Dam. Punishment of the Dam is really fun to use because it goes through everything. That being said, the lengthy cooldown you have to go through just for a missed attack, for me, makes me not use it. Like, it's more of a bait, you know, like you put your sword in the ground and people run away from loops than really using it a lot. But I definitely feel like a lot of stuff with him is necessary. Like, he needs gen slowdown perks, whether it's pop or ruin. You know, even corrupt intervention is good on him. He needs it. The only issue that I don't like running pop on him is because then it makes you not use the cages. But the cages are a whole nother story because you can only use the cages if they're tormented, and a lot of people just don't really like, they'll avoid the torment. Which is good for you because you'll get the hit, but it's bad because you're never gonna get the like, to use the cages. But I mean, there's some uses for the cages. Like, I've used them a couple times. It's nothing special. So yeah, right now we're running Whispers, Ruin, Save the Best for Last, and Brutal Strength. So I found this to be a good build. You don't need Brutal Strength. You could use virtually any perk like, you could use any perk in placement for Brutal Strength, but I just like kicking pallets quicker. I wonder why Whispers is not lighting up. I literally went around the whole entire map. I was just down here. How did it not light up? Okay. Speaking of, so Save the Best for Last, I think is good on him. Let's see, what do I also find with him? I find that the way, like, he does chases is really good. Like, he could end chases pretty quickly just because of the way his Trail of Torment, like, his Punishment of the Dam could end chases really quickly. However, you cannot put the Trail of Torment in front of hooks. You probably saw that it disappeared as soon as I left. That is because you can't put them in front of hooks, you can put them in front of cages. Of course it was myself. Of course it was the obsession, but you know what? See, like, that's the cooldown. and that cooldown is pretty lengthy. Yeah, his cooldown is very lengthy, which unfortunately is a good and bad thing. Hey Mage, how's it going? That was a bad idea on her part. But yeah. Oh, I hope your interview goes well. I'll send her to the cage. Yeah, other than that, he's pretty fun. There's not really much to him. You know, he's just a basic, you know, hit attack. He doesn't have a lot really going for him. You know. Like those are where you get your guaranteed hits. You get your guaranteed hits from stuff like that, which is not bad. You know. Oh, they got rid. Okay. 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 I have to adjust my sensitivity very badly. Yeah, my sensitivity is way too high. Why is my sensitivity that high? Okay. Can I kick the pallet? Yeah. My sensitivity should not have been that high. I really don't know why my sensitivity is that high. But yeah, he's a fun killer, don't get me wrong. But I definitely feel that he kinda has like nothing really going for him. Oh, this is a waste of a party streamer. What am I stuck on? Like, I've just been getting stuck on random shit and it's so annoying. Like, I feel like I get stuck on random stuff and it's so annoying. What the hell? Okay. Finally, I'm now allowed to hit him, but doesn't, yeah, literally knew he was gonna have adrenaline. Can I, like, I hate when you go to open a locker and there's nothing around here. Why are there no hooks around here? Like that was actually total bullshit that there's no hooks around there. he definitely doesn't fare well with like top tier killers. And of course he had fucking yeah. All right. This is it's GG, but he doesn't fare well with top tier killers, unfortunately. I don't know, like it is what it is. He's not a strong killer by much. He's actually very weak. Um, you know, but it is what it is, unfortunately. Um, you know. But I don't know why Whispers didn't show me in the beginning when I walked around where people were. I literally walked around the entire map, but yeah. Deliverance, DS, borrow time, adrenaline, yeah. It's not, like, my thing is it's more or less not, you're not losing to good players, you're losing to good perks, unfortunately. And that unfortunately is where you get players that become not toxic but cocky, because I don't really think that it's toxic to teabag, but you know, yeah, the amount of tunneling that comes out of this killer just because you have like the amount of tunneling that comes out of him just because of the cages is insane. Um, you know, but he's an okay killer. Like I said, he's not the best. The new map is awesome. I do like the new map. You know, so he's got a lot of his abilities aren't that bad either. Like his not abilities, his add-ons aren't bad either. You know, this one increases the killer instinct. That's all right. You know, I think his best ones are either duration of rites of judgment trails in the environment, or duration of, or increasing the time that you can perform rites of judgment. You know, I wouldn't go and necessarily, what's it called? I wouldn't use, uh, punishment of the dam all the time. I feel like punishment of the dam is, something that you should only use when you're guaranteed a hit. You know, but that's just an opinion of mine. Um, I also don't have barbecue chili, which the blood web doesn't want to give me, and I kind of don't want to spend blood points to try and figure it out because I'm gonna be getting him P3 anyway, so I'm not trying to invest a lot in him when he's P2. So let's use belly parts games again. But yeah, other than that, he can end chases pretty quickly, but it depends on what the survivors have to work with. A lot of pallets with him he's just like your standard killer. You know, you have to kick pallets and stuff. With him, it's not something that you know you're gonna be able to avoid, like how Oni can deal with certain pallets. He can deal with them depending on if the survivor knows how to avoid the punishment of the dam. But even then, it's you know, a different. If 3 people are gonna play as Fang Min, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna Mori off first hook, but you know, I'm gonna bring a Mori if 3 people are gonna play as the same character. But the legendary armor. So let's talk about the legendary cosmetics. Legendary cosmetics I like. I definitely think that they are. Whoops, sorry about that. I definitely think that the legendary armor is a good thing, but I think it's a bad thing. Legendary cosmetics allow you to transform the character into another character. Pyramid Head, really, you're not transforming him into any different character. It's just a different set of clothing for him. I don't like how you really can't mix and match with the legendary cosmetics. I think you should be able to mix and match with every cosmetic. That being said, I feel that uh, I feel like that with certain things you have to just match it out. But I'm actually gonna have to mute myself real quick. Never mind, actually. Never mind. Scam likely. I don't answer calls that I don't know people from. But, well, good. Mother's Dwelling is a pretty big map, but, you know, uh, it's not the worst map ever. But yeah, he's not bad. Like I said, depending on what perks survivors bring in, you're not really losing to a survivor when they bring in perks that aid them in surviving. Yeah, she's got life. Of course, why not? Did you really just run into me? Hun, I think you kind of need to do more than that. Alright, this is my obsession. Someone's here because I see scratch marks. See, like, that I took a shot in the dark for. I should not have took that shot in the dark. They all probably have life. She keeps going around her teammate, which is kind of suckish if you're gonna... Yeah, it's kind of suckish if you're gonna, like, transverse around your teammate. Alright, so the other Fangman is dead on foot. Okay. I know that there's someone around. See, like, I also feel like it takes way too long to initiate, like, his sword in the ground. I don't know, I feel like it's also, his movement's not fluid. Like, a lot of his movement feels very sticky. It doesn't feel very fluid to the touch, which is not a good thing. Yeah, they all have life. That's nice, you know. But if you have life, that means you don't have fucking dead hard, so... okay, like I said, movement-wise, he feels very, clunky. He doesn't have a lot of... He doesn't have, like, a lot of fluid to his movement, you know, she's just leading me to her. Modern Air and Abuse, I feel like, is a good perk on him. I kind of want to down her in the basement, because... Okay. Yeah, like, you see what I mean by his cooldown is too punishing for using it? His cooldown is just way too punishing for using it. Okay. You do know that you're Moriable, right? So... I don't want a Morial first hook, but it... Jane, I can hear you from a mile away. Okay. He's fun though to play as, and I feel like even going up against him, he's fun because it gives the survivor and killer a lot of it gives them a lot of okay. Well, the good thing is I don't lose any stacks. Oh, you're dead, so... I love the Mori. I think his Mori is very cool. Yeah, she tried to use Light, but... It worked. Does she have tenacity or something? Like... Well, like, she got her up. Whispers is all. Okay, Whispers is on, which means they're over here healing. I don't think you can put, yeah, you can't put it very close to the, because obviously then people would just put them close to the hook and know virtually where the team is when they go for saves. Ruin's still up, so most likely this is gonna be a hatch game. I'm not even near the hook, and it's funny that she's fully healed and she's not going for the save. Okay. Like, I kind of don't want you, Jane. Like, if any, I want the Feng Min. So if you lead me to Feng Min... That was a blind shot. Well, I found hatch. So the doors are there and there. She's not at this door, which means she's over here. Where is she at? Nope, she's here. Oh yeah, because I don't see you crawling. And life. Oh no, we're gonna Mori her. We're just gonna do it in a place where I like his legendary armor. I think it, not armor, it's cosmetic. I like it. It seems very cool. But and there's the glitch. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, there's a glitch right now, or at least it seems to be, where it's not showing people's perks. But yeah, I definitely like his Mori. His Mori's pretty cool. You know, it's something that is really fun to watch. You know, I feel like the mini Mori that he can do, the final judgment, I feel like is very what's it called? I feel like it's very cheap because literally if you're tormented, he could just Mori you without having a Mori. I feel like that's I feel like it's not right, but you know. But yeah. Other than that, I mean, he's not overpowered. Like a lot of people think that he's overpowered. I don't think he's overpowered. I feel like he's very fair and he's very like nice to go up against. I don't think that he has an overpoweredness. I don't think he has stuff like that to him. You know. If anything, I think the only thing that I think one of the things they should change is his I think the only thing that they should change out of him is the cooldown on a missed attack. The hit attack, I think, is fine if it stays the way it is, because you got at least something out of it. But, like, missing it and it being, like, that long of a cooldown, I think is too much. You know, I feel like with it being like that, you kinda, you know... With it being like that, there's a lot that can happen, you know. The way I feel is that, like, every time you miss an attack, it's costing you a few seconds. And that few seconds could be the difference between getting to a gen and stopping it and getting a gen popped in your face. Um, you know, there's different scenarios and different ways things can go, you know, but the better way, at least for me, is, you know, I feel that they should lower down uh the cooldown for missed attacks, you know. Um that's one of the ways I think they can make him a little bit better. Against optimal teams, unless you're really good and hey, thanks, Joel. How you doing? Against optimal teams, he's not the best. He has issues going up against the most optimal teams, you know. But then again, though, like I said before, it's sort of that type of stuff where you're not really losing to people more as you're losing to perks, you know. So Ruin's not in the best spot. I don't know what it is with us getting Red Forest today, but okay, Whispers is on, so they should be around here somewhere. Are they downstairs? No. Oh, scratch marks. She just walked into me? Okay. Of course, let's camp pallets. You know, why not? I was not paying attention. Respect? Okay. Probably gonna lose a gen. They left hella early. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. What is it with everyone and wanting to play the same survivor? Like, I knew. I don't know why I swing. I feel like you shouldn't have to, like... Let me rephrase this. I feel like when you're playing against survivors, a killer shouldn't be losing because the survivors chose top tier perks. You know? Like... Because at that point, you're really not playing the game with intentions of winning. You're not playing the game with intentions of trying to show that you're the best. You're playing with, okay. You're playing with the intentions of, shit, I don't know how to play, but these perks are gonna carry me. Any killer will get stomped against optimal teams. It's just the way this game goes. You know, I wasn't gonna chase her because she was my obsession, but because that person did for the people, you know, she kind of screwed that person over, and I was able to get 2 stacks of saved best for last. Alright. Where are said people? Yeah, his like I said, his cooldown is massive. Nothing I was gonna do to stop that from getting you, my friend. But yeah, his cooldown is massive, and I've seen a lot of streamers talk about that. That literally his cooldown should be less, just because of the fact that it causes a lot of issues. Yeah, the balance sucks because it's not geared towards making it, you know, you're not out. The way I feel is you're not outplaying me when you're using perks to gain an advantage. You're not outplaying me like that. You're just showing that you can push a button and that you can just do that. Like, that's not showing me that you can outplay people. Of course I have to hit you. Goddamn obsession. She likes to use her for the people. Okay. I mean, there are perks on Killer that are fucking broken as shit, but does she really want to cleanse my totem right when I'm behind her? I need to down her like ASAP. This chase is going on way too fucking where? Okay. How many for the peoples do I have in this game, in like this match? Everyone has it, like. the slowdown. Like, I lost because of a slowdown. I lost because of that slowdown. And that pisses me the fuck off. Because I literally would have gotten 1 kill if it had it not been for that slowdown. God damn, like, swear to God. At least I got a kill. Kinda pisses me off though that probably could have gotten 2 kills if fucking he didn't have this much of a slowdown. She fucked up. See, that game could have went a lot better if I would have just... That game could have went a lot better if I would have just, not chased that Zarina at the beginning for longer than I should have. I chased her way longer than I should have went on. Because I didn't want to lose the stacks of Save the Best for Last. But, it is what it is. I should have just downed her instead of trying to use the... I don't know, it's like, I like play with your food, but I hate, like... I hate toying with a survivor that's in front of me. You know. Let's do that. I wish I had monitor, you know. But game doesn't like me enough to give me monitor. He's relatively fun. He's sort of like the most he's sort of, like I said before, a balanced killer. You know, I don't think he's the balanced killer, just because he has really nothing to slow down. But let's see. What can we do here? We can finish that. Alright. Hook 20 survivors. We can do that. Huh. Yeah, that's where, like, they should try. See, that's where they should try and focus all the killers, is around Billy. I definitely agree. Because Billy is very balanced. and he's very balanced to a point. You know, you can loop him, but when you down someone with Billy, you feel like you down them because you had skill. You know, like I know Nurse takes skill, I know Huntress takes skill, but like at least with Billy, like you feel like, okay, I played the tile good. You know, I didn't just bloodlust, you know, or the survivor didn't just mess up and I got the hit. You know, with Billy, you actually have to put strategy in. I mean, Pyramid Head you do to a point, but like, I feel like Bloodlust helps a lot with that as well. You know, Bloodlust helps to a certain extent with Pyramid Head. There's 2 flashlights in this lobby, that's nice. So I took my car into the mechanics today, right? I go and I take it in because I had a flat tire yesterday. I got a nail in my tire, so I had to fix it. So I take my car in, and I told them, I said, listen, I put a can of Fix-A-Flat in my car, in my tire, so you may not see uh the leak when you put it in water. I think the best thing for you would be to just take the tire off the rim. So the guy's like, yeah, we got this, we got this. So he took my wheel off the car, and then like after 15 minutes he comes back to me and he goes, well, I can't find the leak because, and I submerged the tire in water. And I'm like, I told you you wouldn't see it because of the Fix-A-Flat. Just open the tire, you know. Like, he was like really stupid. I was like, if I told you I put Fix-A-Flat in there, why wouldn't you open the tire? This is an okay map for him. He's a killer with no bullshit stuff. Huntress no boxer, sometimes unreasonable. Nurse is just in general busted. He's fair and golden, and in the gold star. Yeah, that you are exactly right. Like, I feel like the reason why Nurse is good is just because Nurse has like, nobody really plays Nurse a lot. So when you go up against like a god tier Nurse, you know, you don't know how to play against her. And like when you go up against the god tier Nurse, you don't know how to play against her. You know, and in general, she's just, like you said, really busted. Okay, I hate when, like, I can't find survivors. Like, am I, like, the only one playing, or... Yeah, because she could do everything there. She can go through practically anything. Like, pallets with her don't... Pallets with her... I was hoping to get the pallets out as well. But pallets don't, like, have any meaning with her. Like, she's just busted, really, in general. Huntress, her hitboxes sometimes don't work at all. You know. I'm like trying to predict where this guy's gonna go. It's so unpredictable. Okay. If you want to come, go ahead. I'll hit you. I don't mind hitting you. Like... Yeah, definitely. Like, maining both of them is a good choice. I'll gladly go, like, to you versus fucking chasing my obsession. I was gonna say, I know I can tell someone. Hi, Lori. Hello. How did that work out for you? She literally tried crouching while I was behind her. Why the fuck did I just lag like fucking 10 seconds? They're just running into me and this is hysterical. I don't know why I can't fit in things. Holy shit. See, the only other thing I also don't like about him is how you're locked into a position, you know, and you can't change it. Like that's something where you should be able to at least move a tiny bit before you finish. Where did he just fucking go? Like, his scratch marks went that way. People get so cocky and it's so funny because it's like, dude, you know why I'm not chasing you. I saw a few streamers that are also, which I kind of agree as well. Meg, that is not how you flashlight save. Both of you, this is not how you flashlight save. It's more body blocking than anything. See if you have DS. Nope. I don't have a fairy on my profile pic. It's not a fairy, dude. Okay, that is not a fairy. It is a furry, if that is what you are referring to. And no offense, if you don't like it, there are tons of other content creators you can go to, dude. I don't necessarily need you. Well, have fun. And yet, you're still here. I just want you to know, you keep saying you're gonna head out, and yet you're still here, so... Hey, how's it going? Welcome to my stream. She's over here. But I won't make it in time before she opens that door. Or maybe I can. GG. What's toxic? I did nothing. Dude, running whispers is not toxic. Oh my god. Okay, dude, if the exit gates are on the opposite sides of the map and she's not at one, she's at the other. So, she literally could have opened that exit gate before I got there. She decided to stay off the exit gate. And it's not strong for endgame because it depends on where on the endgame what map you're on. So, has no bearing with it's strong for endgame. Yeah, apparently you are. Whispers is not any more toxic than running adrenaline, borrow time, decisive strike, you know, all those types of perks. So if I wanted to be toxic, toxic would have been mooring her. If I had a mooring her off on top of hatch. That would have been toxic. Or I don't know if you were here when they were all body blocking me from hooking a survivor on the hook and trying to get two people trying to flashlight me while I had a survivor on my shoulder. You know, and I'm sorry, but people who are entitled survivors just pissed me off. Like the one perk that literally all it does is tell you if a survivor is in 32 meters of you is not freaking overpowered. Like, so it's just hysterical, you know. It's not more rattling, it's more like these are entitled survivors who, you know, never touch killer because it's too hard for them, yet they're the ones that can teabag and everything. You know. Oop. Okay. Damn. Wow. That should have hit. Okay. Jeffy boy. Oh, we really gonna camp pallets. Are you really gonna do that, Jeff? Are we? Oh, it's hysterical. Oh, it's a baby Dwight. Let's sprint first. I want to know why his scratch marks just disappeared. Alright, give me Sorry, everyone. Had to pick up a phone call. I hate indoor maps with a passion. I know he had it, and I still ended up swinging. Like, wow. Okay. You know, I hate when there are no hooks in the area. Like, this is something that I feel like Dead by Daylight should bring back, is the old hook spawns, because like this is ridiculous that you can down someone in this room and there's no hook in that room, you know. Like, oh, this is gonna be fun. Yeah, this is a loss. Like, I don't like Larry's just because there are a lot of rooms that literally the only way accessible to them is to go around, you know. There's a lot of rooms that the only ways you can get into rooms is to go around. Is this guy dead on hook? Why is he not wiggling? Yeah, I really just swung there. I didn't even think I was gonna hit anybody. Doubling up on gens, I see. Oh my god. Toxic Dwight. And to think I was thinking about letting him go. Okay. You're literally gonna teabag just because I didn't hit you? Wow. And of course he's got fucking adrenaline. Of course he does. Because who doesn't run that fucking place? I don't think I'm making it to this hook. Ready? Fucking hate it when people don't just fucking leave. Like, fucking leave already. It's so annoying. People should just leave. Like, yeah. Okay. Let's see. Alright, let's see what we have here. What do we want to use? Let's use the Bloody Party Streamer. But yeah, like I said, my whole thing with Pyramid Head is he's he's very fun to play as. Um, I do feel though that with Pyramid Head, the controls are a little clunky. You know, I feel like when you're maneuvering around with him, he gets stuck on a lot of things. I don't know if that's just me or if a lot of people have been having that issue, but I feel like he does get stuck on a lot of things. I've also recently noticed that when you put someone in a cage of atonement, when you put them in the cage, if you try to walk while they're like going down, if you try to walk like over them, you start like getting stuck over them and you have to wait until like they're finished in the animation, which I mean uh maybe what's it called, um behavior could, you know, find some way to uh say like, hey, listen, we'll make it that you can just walk right through them, because I think that's gonna be a better way to do it than. So the event looks cool. Apparently, from what I saw on Polyester's channel, the little halo around survivors. The event looks really cool, you know. I hope that it's not gonna be like with the flowers in on Halloween, that people are just gonna, you know, get in for the cosmetics and I should have been out of range for that, but okay. Sometimes you can predict where they're gonna go, and you can get a hit on them. This chase is going on for too long now. I expect like 3 gens to pop now. If he wouldn't have started moving, I wouldn't have seen him. The fact that he started moving is what made me see him. the game is just a bad map in general for any killer. You know, there's a lot of long corridors that you can get stuck on. There's nothing really that a killer can do. I like how the search locker command overrides the command to pick up a survivor. That should have hit him. He was on that. His power is more, like, is better to, like, not use than to even use. Where he went? No, I want to go up here. I like how no one's dead yet. Like, you know, it's so hard to play this game and, like, not tunnel people. You know, because when you try to play fairly, you know, it I don't know what you were thinking. You effing bitch! Like, come on! That was twice that I got cucked by auto aim. That should have been a hit. Now he can fucking stay down because there's no fucking hooks in this area. Can I kick the goddamn pallet? Like, I hate when you do that shit and you can't kick the goddamn pallet. They were so iffy in cleansing ruin. Like, it's just fucking ruin. It's not anything. Like, you're cleansing ruin. It wasn't a totem. Like, that was that. Okay. Two in, two out is probably not bad. I mean, it's not what I would have liked, but what? have a nice 3-gen here. Don't tell me that they're healing in the basement. I needed her to bring me closer to the hook. Like, that's another, like, I just think that now that they nerfed sabotage, they should bring back, like, they should have placements that are, like, the spawns are just better. Not nerf, but like they bought it that it's quicker. Instead of doing a gen, they decided to do instead of doing the last gen, they decided that it was going to be beneficial to sit and work on, then to do altruism. Plus that Ruin Totem they thought was really, really important to cleanse. Like, we have to cleanse Ruin, we have to cleanse Ruin. They could have easily gotten out if they wouldn't have cleansed Ruin. You know, them cleansing Ruin was what kind of fucked them. Alright. GG. But like I said, he's fun to play as, he's fun to interact with Pyramid Head, but it's just that he has a lot of counter ability to him, which that's what I like. I like that survivors are able to counter him, because when you play as him, you feel like you're actually doing something good. You know, like, you feel like you're actually getting a hit when you play as like me when you play as him, you feel like you're actually learning something, like, and you're actually outplaying a survivor versus, you know, fucking when you're playing as, you know, certain characters. I don't play a lot of killer, so I don't know, but like when you're playing as, for example, when you're playing as Trapper, you kind of just building up bloodlust until you get him, you know. But you know, we'll probably play a few more rounds of killer and then maybe switch over to like survivor and play some survivor. But yeah, let's see. Ruin's in a bad spot. There's someone over here because of whispers. The question is, where are they? Yeah, I knew that was gonna go. I knew Ruin wasn't staying up. That totem was not the best placed totem. We have a W gamer here. Should have bought Pop instead. I don't mind losing a gen because we at least have someone on hook. Now, where did she go? Come on. I need them to get off gens. Like right now they're not being altruistic, and I need them to start doing stuff other than gens. I did say open the goddamn fucking locker, like, you know. I'm fucking done chasing the survivor. Like, I'm pissed off that I got head on for no fucking reason. And she's still on the goddamn hook. Like, they are not playing altruistic at all. I'm sorry, sweetheart. I don't give a shit. Your friends let you die. I don't give a shit. Honestly, one gen left. Fucking. Getting head on for no apparent reason. No one's on fucking death hook. None of the three of these are on death hook, so it doesn't really matter what I do. You know. Like, I literally said open the locker. I was pressing the button to open the locker, and I get fucking head-on stunned. That pisses me off when that shit happens. Am I gonna get head-on stunned again? Like, what the actual fuck? You have to be effing shitting me. What is the issue? Okay, like, I don't know why I'm getting spun so much, like. That so looked like it there. Probably got fucking DS, so. That. I don't care that we're losing stocks. What the? Like, I get like the worst map possible when I play Killer. And then when I play Survivor, I get like the worst maps as well. Like it's just so it's so frustrating when you playing the game and it throws you in like the worst maps for people. Of course you did! I knew you had the fucking key! Cause why wouldn't you? Anyone with a brain cell can press that shit. I'm not nice, no. I stopped being nice after I made one Claudette fucking open up an exit gate, and I wanted to down her, you know, afterwards to like down her out, and she dead hearts out instead of letting me. You know, I don't fucking play nice with survivors anymore. Of course you had a fucking key, because it has no Alright guys, well my computer's dying, so I'm gonna call it here for today. But I will come back later tonight with another stream for the survivor side of Silent Hill, so stay tuned for all that. Thank you all for watching. My name is Jake. For all of you that came out, thank you. For the new people that subbed, thank you for watching Wolfpup Gaming. You know, I'm glad to have you all here. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye, everyone.